In the early days of the MCU, a lot of people were not sure on what franchises were going to continue. Now, as history shows us, Iron Man, very successful, Captain America and Thor all got their due. The Hulk was left behind. But now it sounds like Mark Ruffalo and Kevin Feige might have some ideas, so let's talk about what might happen and what might not. What probably won't happen. I will be real with you. So the Hulk was an interesting proposition originally when it came to the Incredible Hulk. That was supposed to be a sequel to the original Hulk that came out, I believe, in 2003 or 2004. I haven't seen that movie since then because I don't like it, so, you know, forgive me for messing up those dates. Actually, we watched it for an audio commentary. Anyways, I've forgotten when it came out. It's not important, but Universal could not meet those deadlines. Originally, Marvel Studios only got a certain amount of funding that they were going to put towards Phase 1. Hulk was not part of that funding. Marvel saw an opportunity to go to Universal and extend a contract with Universal if they would listen to them and put Hulk into the MCU. This was kind of done almost at the 11th hour when they were in pre-production. So things worked out, and obviously the Hulk ended up in the MCU. But of course, Edward Norton, the star, was recast, and Mark Ruffalo took over, and he's been the Hulk ever since the first Avengers. But now, Mark Ruffalo says he's talked to Kevin Feige. As always, you guys can find the article in the description down below. And here's what he said. When Mark Ruffalo asked Kevin Feige, he said, "I don't know." Ruffalo then says that he said, "I do know that I did give Kevin Feige the Blockbuster Award at the Hollywood Film Awards the other day," to a smattering of applause, and he did say, "Hey, do you think there's any more story left here?" And I said, "I could probably come up with a few stories." And he said, "Maybe you should come in and we'll have a talk." Now, there's a lot more to this interview. As always, like I said, it's in the description down below. But let's be real about this. An Incredible Hulk 2 is probably not going to happen. I'll just be real with you. The Hulk was one of the least money-making films in the MCU. And when you compare it to some of the other films in the MCU, like Ant-Man, for example, which was, you know, Ant-Man, the Hulk didn't make that much. Now, yes, it's way back in the day. It was the beginning, and it wasn't really advertised by Edward Norton because he had disagreements with Marvel Studios and Universal and what was happening. Right now, to release an Incredible Hulk 2, there's no gain to it. And if you look at the Disney Plus side of things, She-Hulk is already coming there. The likelihood of something happening with the Hulk, like a sequel to the Incredible Hulk, you're probably looking at a TV series. Again, if you guys remember, Guillermo del Toro actually has a complete script because he was originally involved with Universal and Disney Marvel to develop a Hulk TV show that got put on back burner. They could do that and then explore some of those, you know, aging questions on what happened to the leader and where's Blonsky. Although if you watch Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., you kind of get an idea on Abomination. Anyways, they could do it like that, and I think there is an outlet to do it that way, and I realistically think that's exactly how it's going to go. Hulk will continue to appear in some of the other films, New Avengers, for example, and appear alongside some of the other characters, obviously She-Hulk. But then, if there's enough demand, or if people want it, who's to say that season 2 of She-Hulk isn't going to be She-Hulk and the Hulk, right? Or She-Hulk, World War Hulk, and then they'll toss Hulk in there as well, right? They can always put a spin on something and give us a familiar story with an MCU twist, and that way we get everything. So I don't think you get Incredible Hulk 2, but I think in the next 5 years, you're looking at something involving the Hulk in a TV series for an extended period of time.